Fighting mind state, defy my path. Turn my pain into purpose, my scars into math. This is for the plebs, the ones they overlooked. Build it slow and steady while the whales got shook. We meant our own fate, no need for the gate. Crypto's the key, and plebs don't wait.
They said I was broke, just a pleb in disguise. But I stacked my sats and I opened my eyes. From rug pulls to riches, I walk through the fire. With knowledge and confidence, I'm rising high.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Crypto Plebs channel. I hope you guys enjoyed that little snippet of some of the gains we had over the weekend. Guys, we were trading this volatility with Iran and Israel. It was pretty crazy. For a moment, I was sweating. I didn't think that we were going to come out of this alive, but we were able to secure some gains. And I can tell you what, guys, ever since Trump has taken office, this has been a roller coaster ride, up and down, side to side. But you know what? It's been pretty fun. We've taken some L's along the way. I don't want you guys to think that we're always constantly making gains, but the wins outweigh the losses. So Mr. Jerome Powell testified before Congress, and we pretty much got the same old nothing burger like always. The labor market's good. There's no need to rush into cuts. Congress has been grilling him. They're trying to get him to cut rates. Trump's trying to get him to cut rates. Trump's calling him every name under the sun. Mr. Powell isn't budging. And I know a lot of people are asking questions like, if we're going to get these rate cuts or not. Look, the odds have increased from July to now 25%. I think they were 6%. Now they're 25. I still think that we will get these two cuts. I know a lot of people are saying we may get 7. I was watching some of Matt Kevin's his thesis on this. Very smart individual. Sometimes I feel like he can be a little fuddish, but there's still a lot of majority of the Fed members that are still trying to get on board with this rate cuts. As far as the data, everything's been coming out good. Inflation's coming down, but I do kind of see where Powell's coming from. There's still a lot of uncertainties with all these tariffs. And, until we get, I guess maybe a few more, maybe another month, maybe this might be the reassurance that he needs to cut rates. But like I said in my previous videos, and even in my people in my Discord, this is the way it's going to be until we get, the loosening of monetary policy. I have never really been much into macroeconomics. I've been trying to study as much as I can. This cycle has been completely different from the other ones. So, I feel like the ones that are trying to actually study and trying to learn these really, I wouldn't say they're easy. I wouldn't even say they're hard. It's putting in work. If you guys are able to put in the work and try to learn, you have a highly likelihood of being a lot more able to make money versus just following your favorite YouTubers, buy and hold. I think that, this is going to require a little bit more work. And also certain altcoins are going to do better than others. I think we've all kind of figured that out now. So we just got to kind of wait and see. So one thing that I do want to address, though, there has been a lot of, FOMO with this whole stablecoin different assets that are hitting the markets like coin. I think we have Ripple, Uniswap, and other ones that are going to be hitting the market. I am wondering if these are going to be maybe catalysts of sucking liquidity out from alts. So this is one thing that, I have been kind of staying on red alert on that. We just got to make sure we keep that, in the back of our minds when we get closer and closer to these IPOs. We just got to make sure that we're maybe taking profits or watching our bags. This may be something like the whole Trump meme coin, when that thing launched, it was just sucking the liquidity out of alt. So, hopefully it's not like that, but we just got to make sure we check it out. But I did want to go over some charts with you guys, and I just wanted to show some stuff off and also, brag about my Discord. The links will be below. But let's get into some coins real quick, guys. We're going to talk about Ethereum. So Ethereum has an inverted head and shoulders. These things don't always play out, guys. These patterns fire. I think sometimes these things go out maybe 30% of the time. And this all really depends on what's happening in the macro environment and even geopolitical sphere of things. Trump gets on True Social and starts saying some crazy stuff. You better believe, this kind of stuff will get invalidated. For right now, the guys that were getting in at this $2,100, you're up $300. So hopefully we can get back up to this $2,800 and we can start getting trucking again. For right now, guys, you're trying to get ETH, maybe 2,400. Of course, anything below there is going to be great. I think we have this good support right now at 2360. So we just got to wait and see. ETH is one of my biggest holdings right now. So most definitely I'm taking a little bit of a whooping on it, but I still believe in ETH, man. ETH is going to be just fine. Remember, it runs off all the stable coins. It's still number 2 in all, not TVL, but, devs building on it. So until that gets overthrown, ETH is going to be the number 2. And the next one's going to be Say. We've covered Say many times. I've talked about it multiple videos. We scooped up a lot at 16 cents, made a quick 2x, took some profits. Now I'm waiting to see what's up if we're going to get a retracement. On the daily, we have a falling wedge. Hopefully we can get back up into this 75 to 80 cents. We just got to wait and see. On smaller time frames, we are pulling back. I think we have some good support right here at 26 cents. So if you guys are been waiting to see if we can get a retracement, maybe set some buy alerts around 26 cents. For me, anything under 25, I'd probably start buying back in. So, guys, just make sure you set those alerts on that. And, of course, we're going to cover Fartcoin. Guys, anytime this thing dips below $1, it's going to be at your DCA range. Right now it's below $1, so you guys should be accumulating it. And if we dip down below 90 cents, that's going to be your area to load the boat. So, guys, make sure that you have any lagger coins, anything that's not performing well. Maybe you should probably move that into Fartcoin, get you a nice little 30, 40% pump. Then you can move back into your asset. Rinse and repeat. And then let's go over Parcels real quick. Parcels has a double bottom. Guys, this is the one right here. The one coin that has not really had much pumping. It's going to be kind of falling in line with, Ondo and Plume. These RWA tokens, they all kind of move in together. So if Ondo does good, all these other RWA tokens are going to get the trickle down from it. So, guys, make sure you pay attention to this. Also, if you guys didn't hear the news that was on X, one of the CEOs from Pulte was looking into getting mortgages backed by crypto. Obviously, Parcels being crypto and having to be in the housing sector, maybe this might be bullish for it. I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't want to get too far ahead and start, blowing smoke everybody's ass. But, we just got to wait and see. One of the things why I like Parcel so much, again, guys, it's on Coinbase. It's on a normie site. And then it's a Coinbase venture-backed project. So all these projects, they've always hit a 200 million market cap. If that were to happen with Parcels, that would be literally a 10x. So, look, I'm not saying that it's going to go there, and this is non-financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a weirdo on YouTube. That would be pretty nice to have. So if you don't have Parcels or any type of token, like, sub below 40 mil market cap, I wouldn't recommend you putting a huge amount of this into your portfolio, but it's always good to have some exposure to a little bit more of a higher risk token. These are going to be giving you your maximum gains. And you guys that have been following me for a while, you guys know that I'm super bullish on it. So we just got to wait and see. I did want to make a little small video for you guys, to touch base with you guys. I'm going to start trying to be a little bit more active. I got a new camera, so hopefully you guys can see my beautiful face. Your boy got the fresh cut. And I want to start pumping out my Discord, guys. I'm going to be giving out 25% off for the first month. You guys saw the receipts. There's a whole lot more. If I were to try to record all of it, I would literally be here for like 5 minutes. And this would literally be within the last 2 to 3 weeks. So look, try it out. If it's not for you, you're more than welcome to cancel it. But you know what? Look at the comments. I have a lot of people that come out for me and vouch for me all the time. So make the decision for yourself. Invest in yourself. Try to pick up, some of this trading stuff. And if not, we do buy and holds. We do swing trades. It's not all leverage trading, guys. We got a really good support system in here. And look, regardless if we're going to be ranging from, the end of 2025 or even 2026, my guys, we're a bunch of killers. We're ready. We're stacking up and we're getting ready for this bull run, because regardless of when it's going to be this year or next year, we are ready. Links will be below. And if you guys are looking for a place to trade crypto, Femex is the place. Links also below. Holla at you, boy. Talk to you later.